So around this time in 2019, Aniah Blanchard had disappeared from a Chevron station. So this dude named Ibrahim Saeed had taken her and basically terminated her. They found her body in like November. So they have Aniah's law now, which stops people with really bad criminal records from being out because he was out on bond for doing the same things. But there was another victim that he had taken out before. There was a couple other victims, and I'm going to go through them now because it links to the Tops supermarket event. There was a guy named Stephen Hamby who he terminated, and another woman, and her name was Geraldine Talley. Okay, she passed away in Montgomery, Alabama. He did that to her. In my dream last night, I had to dream about all this stuff happening, so I'm just recapping my dream. And the other victim was Stephen Hamby. Okay. In Buffalo at Tops, they had all these people pass away, and one of the victims' names is the same name, Geraldine Talley. So this guy right here, who I be like MK Ultra people, get sent to do things. Ibrahim Yazid, who got rid of Aniah Blanchard, also got rid of Stephen Hamby and a woman named Geraldine Talley from Alabama. So you're like, oh, what is a Tops victim with the same name? That's just a coincidence. She lives in Buffalo. What does Alabama have to do with Buffalo, right? Geraldine Chapman Jerry Talley. Look at this right here. Okay, she died May 14th. She was born June 3rd in Grove Hill, Alabama. Okay, to Mr. Chapman and Patrice. Okay, so yes, okay. So the Buffalo to Alabama. So in astral stalking, like what I tell people is that when I have my dreams, I'm seeing people pass away because they have codes like me, and I help them cross over because they're being hunted. So a lot of times they keep hunting the same codes. It's like if you watch Low-Key, the Timekeepers, they kind of know the signatures, they know who, what, where, but they're trying to find people to stop the different timelines because it's about to blow up on them, right? So Alabama and Buffalo. Also, like, you always look into people's last name, Chapman and Talley, because those are usually related to people who are hunting you. Because usually slave owners hunt you, ancestors hunt you, because they have a direct access to you. So imagine in the 1800s, they have a slave, and the Chapman and Talley family owned slaves, something like that. They could have a witch, aka you are there, and they think you're a witch, and they're following you to the future to try to stop your future. They could ride their energy all the way to the future and try to come find you. And they could use other people to do it. They're not even getting their hands dirty. So an Ibrahim Yazid, who's done many, many things in his past, because he's MK Ultra, should be locked up for a minute because he's like needs a whole exorcism at that point. So here's a couple other Tallies. Adrian Leon Talley, American fashion designer, October 16th, January 18th, coding. Then there's Dyer Finley Talley, who is a Medical Association of State of Alabama surgeon, which means he's got access to many mental health people, many biological things, many things going on in this medical association with Alabama, because Alabama is a big ritualistic place. The day that Miss Aniah Blanchard was missing was 10/23. This was the day that the Hughes building opened on 10/23, Hillman Hospital, where Talley worked. So when they opened the hospital, they did a ritual. The ritual went to go hunt the witches, and she was one of the witches in the future, in the Low-Key timeline, where the ATV machine thing is about to blow up. Yes, okay, this is real right here. And Hillman, you think about Hillman, that college for, so Hillman College, but the women's college in Clinton, Mississippi, Maria Clinton, the president. Okay, so it's not the Hillman from a different world, but definitely another Hillman. So Dyer Finley Talley. Basically, this is his information, University of Alabama. So he's probably one of the astral people that are in these streets with all the codes coming in. He also worked with a person named G.C. Chapman. Chapman and Talley. Haven't we heard that before, though? The victim from Top Supermaket event, Geraldine Chapman, Jerry Talley. Two energies, Chapman and Talley from Alabama hunting her, end up getting a homeless woman in Alabama, come to get her. So she must be reincarnated somebody. Some energy on her must have been super strong because they was riding her energy. The Daughters of Charity, or Daughters of United Charity, were like Protestants, Catholics, Jewish, and wives of Birmingham business owner executives. Okay, they came together to do this. But I don't know, sometimes they be coming together to do things Be a little suspicious. Like I said, when the 10/23 date is there, that's the day that Aniah Blanchard passed away, or really disappeared because they found her body in November. But going back to Talley and going back to a victim that the guy who did it to her had a victim with Talley and with Chapman energy in it. So Hillman College, Clinton, Mississippi. Okay, Charles Hillman, bro, governor of Arkansas. Cosby Show spinoff, not associated with this school, but why would they name it Hillman? Okay, but who's from Arkansas? Clinton, and he's from Clinton, Mississippi. Clinton, Mississippi. That's where Charles is from. This is the dude that did the Supermaket Tops event. Okay, so pay attention to names and stuff. He was in my dream when all these things were happening that I'm seeing the other night. This is Peyton King, another person associated with this whole story. So I'm thinking about these names being used again. So like he's involved in a lot of Birmingham, Alabama things. So he moved to Providence, Rhode Island from Providence, Rhode Island. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, a lot going on with these old people doing some weird things, especially if you have medical industry, your control of medical things, you could control a lot of energetic things as well. Remember on Different World, there was Tupac and Jada in a different world. So when I saw Tupac in my dream before, we were in front of this building, and I remember the building. Then I saw it again. In my dream, we were in front of Hillman Hospital, running out of there. And then he was supposed to pick up my daughter, Aaliyah, and he had dropped her because it was raining. I'm like, get my daughter, Aaliyah. But Aaliyah stands for the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency, which was who was actually looking for Aniah Blanchard. I was hospital napped in Kentucky, February 2019. She was taken out October 2019. But these things are already planned. Everything that she's been through, I already saw. But, it's very hard to talk to family members of people who pass away like this. Because half of them don't know what's going on, don't believe it. The other half might believe it, but to contact them, I'm like, please, Aniah, tell your mom, call me so I can let her know the code. So when she goes to sleep, she could talk to you directly and you could help her make the system better. Because in real life, there's things that need to be done with inmates that went to jail. Like, for example, if they're on mental medications, these people are getting taken off of them and letting out on the streets, okay? A lot of them are ritualistically sent out there to look for us. So she's had Aniah law, so she's able to change laws. But if Aniah's mom sees this, to inbox me, contact me, email me on my website. So we could go into how are these things getting done in real life? How can we stop them? Because sure, spiritual astral realm is there. But if I'm seeing these things in my dreams and they're happening, I need them to stop. I need people to stop passing away so I can stop making these videos, But here I am again, decoding. But this happened in 2019. But Aniah did have dreams about her passing away, who she told her roommate she had dreams about her getting snatched. And she was right. Some of us could feel the energy coming. But what are you going to do? You have to know the codes. If she don't know the code, she doesn't know how to protect herself. So Twitch Boss passed away on December 13th. And he's born September 29th. If you look right here, Jefferson County was established December 13th by Alabama legislature. So when they be looking for dates and people and stuff, there are specific things. So why is this significant? Because we talked about Talley Chapman, Geraldine Talley Chapman. Look, they're called the Talley Mounds. Okay, this is on some ancient grounds. So when they're doing these little rituals with this date, December 13th, Twitch Boss, okay, political bosses, Talley Mounds, the names of people, the energies, people bring names, birthdays, places bring energies. And when you're hunting people in astral, you need a vessel to hop into to then hunt them to do things, whether it be their own vessel through depression or it be someone else's vessel through schizophrenia, bipolar, mental illness. Just you need a vessel so you don't get your hands dirty to do the job. Okay? That's how you do astral assassinations. So Twitch Boss December 13th. And then you have Geraldine Talley and the Talley family in that Hillman Hospital. These are all ancestral, ritualistic things going on. So like Monroe County, a lot of old school Native Americans, the Talley Mounds, very spiritual places, December 13th. And then all these names, just pay attention to the names because they usually repeat whenever you're doing decodes. Also, Hillman Hospital housed a lot of people who got hurt in the church bombing, the 16th Street church bombing, which I went over already, but you should look that up. So like you see, 16th Street Baptist Church, Judge Aaron, a lot of people were held there. A lot of